Hello you guys and welcome back to my channel. MODADAVITA here, and today's video is a demo slash kind of like initial review. I can't really do a full review until tomorrow because tomorrow I'll wear it for the full day, but I did want to like try on this foundation. I've had this foundation on for about like 2 hours now since I've applied it, so far so good. My skin's not reacting to it or whatever. I am talking about the Morphe Fluidity foundation. This does not launch until Thursday, January 17th, but I was able to get my hands on this because James Charles did have a meet and greet at the Morphe store location at Square One yesterday, Saturday. What was yesterday's date? I think it was the 12th. And so because he was there, they also ended up having a first look of the Fluidity foundation. Now I ended up calling the store because I wanted to know if I could get my hands on it like just tomorrow, like just yesterday, or if I could go anytime, and they said that they got it early, so moving forward they have those shades. So I went in and picked up my shade in F410, and this is the perfect match. I have it on my face right now. So if you would like to see how the foundation looks, please continue to keep watching my video. So we're gonna demo this foundation now. I got the shade F4.10, and the claims of this foundation is 24-hour long wear, sweat proof, transfer resistant, water resistant, free of oils, fragrance, and parabens, great for all skin types, but it is a matte foundation. Now I watched reviews. The only reviews that I obviously saw were from beauty influencers thus far that had got PR, because I don't know, maybe there was one other person that got their hands on it early. I don't know if there was an event somewhere in the States, but you know, obviously because they had the event yesterday at Square One, they got the foundation early, so they just decided to keep it moving forward. I thought it was going to be just available for yesterday, but I called the store and they said that they got it early. It's going to be available moving forward. So they went in, they actually had a lot of stock of the foundation. They had a lot of stock of everything, to be honest. And so I knew that my shade would be 4.10, but I confirmed it when I got into the store because the rest of the shades after were a bit too like reddish. They had orangey undertones, and I'm really like yellowy, so I got this reminded me of my Huda Beauty foundation, which is one of my best matching foundations, so I picked this up. I already did my brows off cam and concealed around them, so we're really just gonna dive into this foundation and see how it works. I primed with my Fenty Beauty primer. That is my favorite primer and the only primer that I use. I didn't bother getting any other item because I just, other than like for foundation, because I really wanted to just focus on that. Maybe in the future I'll go back for the concealers, but I was just really most excited for the foundation. And then I picked up 2 lip products, but I'm going to do that in a separate tutorial because I am going to do an eye look separately. So I'm going to take my beauty sponge from Shop Miss A, and I already like took the silver thing off of it. I actually like the packaging. I was worried at first because this kind of looks like it reminds me of the Pro Longwear foundation from MAC in the tube, but I work for MAC, so like that foundation is disastrous in the sense that on the displays they get so dirty very easy because the tubes leak. Like the hole is too big for where the foundation comes out, so it just leaks everywhere, and that packaging is like atrocious. So I was worried about that, but this hole is tiny, so I kind of actually like how it looks. So I'm just doing like a good squeeze. To me it smells like MAC foundation. It doesn't smell anything crazy, and yeah, I like this color. Is actually spot on for me. It's perfect. I'm gonna like conceal and do the rest of my face off camera. I just wanted to like test this out right off the bat. This is giving me, it's full coverage, but I would say this is closer to like medium, and it's buildable because I'm gonna definitely add another layer of this. But so far so good. I definitely like the color. The match and the undertone is good. I know that other people, when they were doing their reviews, the swatches of the other shades were funky, but like Jackie Aina said in her video, I don't want to see my foundation shade swatched on somebody who's of a lighter complexion, because obviously it's going to look funky. That's not your shade and it's not your range, so it's going to register different on you. So yeah, there's that. It doesn't feel weird on my skin. It doesn't feel heavy at all. I'm just going in with more product and just doing the other side of my face. I really like the color match. Wow, I'm shooketh. I'm fucking shook. The fact that I didn't color correct and it's covering everything is also a good sign. So I'm going to continue to apply this foundation. I'm going to go in with a different layer. It's definitely matte. It feels very matte. Now that the side is kind of drying down, I can definitely feel that difference. But it doesn't bother me because I have combo skin. So it's completely okay. I'm going to go ahead and do another layer off camera and then come back and show you guys what my face looks like with a second layer. So this is just layer number 1 and this is layer number 2. So I do go ahead and finish off the rest of my face. I conceal using my MAC Studio Fix concealer, and then I set my face with my powders. I bake a little bit, not for long, because like I said, the foundation is pretty matte. I contour, bronze, add my blush of choice for the day, and then I highlight. And now this is the completed full face. My thoughts are, I really like how this finishes. It looks really great in person. It looks bomb in pictures. There will be a separate tutorial for my eyes because I did use Juvia's Place on my eyes, but on my lips I used Morphe's Boo Matte Lipstick. It's just like a nice nude. I paired it up with Chestnut Liner by MAC, and then to top it off I did the Morphe Shimmy Gloss, and I actually really like the texture and quality of both of these, and the packaging. Like the packaging on the gloss and the lipsticks, I really like the packaging on these. So that's on my lips, and the rest of my look details and everything will be on my IG, so please make sure you are following me on my IG. So in terms of specs, I told you what the foundation does. The size of the foundation, you get a 30 ml standard size. I actually like the bottle for the packaging. I mean, I know a lot of people are complaining about it being cheap, but you know what? You really cannot please anybody. Doesn't matter what you do, what company comes out with, there's always going to be someone who complains and does not like it. There's going to be people who are like, meh. There's going to be people who love it. I personally like this packaging. Standard size of a foundation. It retails for $24 Canadian. And it's $18 US. I'm not really sure how much it is everywhere else, but Morphe definitely has the prices on their sites because they have different like site regions, so you can definitely go out and check that out. This is the only product that I'm talking about from their complexion launch. The formula, I like the finish. It is matte, so if you have dry skin, girl, I would either tell you to really prep your face before, you know, use an oil on your face, really hydrate it, something, because I have oily combination skin and this foundation is super matte on me. But I will say, I think Morphe has good intentions with offering 60 shades. This is a brand that has grown tremendously over the past couple of years through social media. And for them to launch their first foundation and have 60 shades right off gate is a good thing to me. Now, just because somebody does have 60 shades does not mean that they're going to get everything right, because undertones are really the most important thing. If you have 60 shades but the undertones are wrong, then obviously, like, what's the point? It's quality over quantity. Somebody who is of a fairer complexion is going to swatch off my shade. It's going to look a little bit different on their complexion because, I mean, there are different complexion with different undertones, if you get what I mean. So my advice after, you know, actually having it on my face is to take yourself into a Morphe store if you can and get a sample of it. swatch it on your skin, you know what I mean? Get them to shade match you, try it out for yourself, because I personally do like how this foundation looks, how it's been wearing thus far. It could or could not change, and I will let you guys know that, of course, but so far so good. I really do like this foundation. The only reason why I'm telling you guys to just try it on your own is because everybody has different reactions to things, and everybody's gonna have different opinions. So I've watched several different reviews myself from beauty influencers who've received PR packages, and some of them have great reviews, some of them have mixed reviews, and some of them have, they don't like this foundation. You know, I didn't end up getting the concealer because in the store I was swatching them and I was just confused between two shades, but I do actually want to go back and buy my concealer shade and try them together, so I'll probably have another video doing that together just to see. But I wore this foundation with my MAC concealer, which is what I normally use anyways, and I applied this foundation as I normally would any of my other foundations that I own in my collection. And bitch, my face is popping. Like, do you guys see the finish? You see that it matches me. Like, there's no weird gray undertone to it. It's not too red. It's actually, like, it's great. I love this foundation thus far. So yeah, my advice would be to just try it if you can. It would suck though if you're like overseas and you have to still like order it, and then who knows, it could not work for you. But yeah, if you do have a location near you, that's what I would say. A lot of people were complaining about the darker shades being really green, and I mean, some of the shades do look a little funky on the swatches. As I said, a full-blown swatch, is it really gonna show you what the foundation will look like when you blend it out properly on your skin? If it looks green after applying it, then okay, sis, that's messed up. But if it just looks green in the swatch, it's like you're seeing a concentrated patch of the foundation, so you're seeing like the undertone in it, you know what I mean? Try it for yourself, give it a chance, because I think the foundation itself is great. Yeah, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, loves.